day today with some great speakers and some great discussions ahead. If yesterday was about thinking things through and kind of getting a sense of what's out there and what's driving some of these, I guess, this force that is open data and open government, today's really about how we move to action, or how we hope to move to action. And it's really about engaging the group today, this group of leaders, in that discussion. I just want to do a few kind of housekeeping notes quickly for those of you who weren't here yesterday. So cell phones, you guys know the drill, so as much as possible, please keep them quiet and figure out how to flip them to vibrate or silent. There's consent forms, I believe, at the registration desk for media coverage, so if you weren't here yesterday, you don't need to sign a second one if you were, obviously. Washrooms are right outside, so straight ahead and pretty easy to find. In case of emergency, I'm feeling like Nick yesterday with the airplane attendant, but there's doors right there, and I think there's a door right here, so if something is to happen. Evaluation forms are also key for organizers, as you know, if you've been an event organizer before, to get some great feedback. So those are in your sheets, in your red folder, and we'd love your feedback if you could. And Sasha, Shani, Lorna are in the room. If you need anything, you guys can stand up and just kind of tap them on the shoulder. They'll be able to help you with your needs. I also wanted, before we kind of get started, to extend a sincere thanks to our partners, so the government of New Brunswick, Mars Discovery District, and our sponsors, Springboard Atlantic, Wicked Ideas, the City of Fredericton, and Deloitte for helping us make this event possible. So on this note, as I indicated, I work with the government of New Brunswick, and as some of you might know, or all of you probably know, a new government came into power only a couple of months ago now. I don't even know if it's a couple of months yet, Minister, too, eh? And we obviously had this event in play for a while, and we're really excited about kind of putting it on the agenda and getting participation from the government. But little did we know they actually had flagged it before us, or they're kind of the ones that came to us for direction and wanting to participate. So I'm really happy that we have today with us the Deputy Premier, Minister Horsman. Minister Horsman graduated from Armagh High School in 1980, attended St. Thomas University, where he got a Bachelor of Arts and a Bachelor of Education. I won't use dates, Minister. He quickly enrolled in the Atlantic Police Academy, where he graduated as well. Served as a police officer for the City of Fredericton, and most of you, if you are from Fredericton, know Minister Horsman very well. Was a policeman for 25 years before retiring. Did supply teaching. He was just speaking to me about that. Was a supply teacher as well in our school system, a coach, and served on volunteers, probably with many of you in the room, on various boards and commissions in our region, in our city and region. He understands the challenges that exist in the province, believes that, as with policing, political involvement, community involvement, can provide the opportunity to make the community better and the province a better place to live. And it does meld well with a lot of our discussions we were having yesterday about how we can use some of the principles of open government and open data to drive that community change and help our community organizations. The Minister was elected in 2014 as MLA for Fredericton North, just across the river, for those of you who aren't from here, and appointed as Deputy Premier, Solicitor General, Minister responsible for Public Safety, and Minister responsible for Justice. So, Minister, if you come say a few words.
Thank you, Renee. Good morning, everybody. Bonjour tout le monde. Bienvenue à Fredericton. Innovate or die. I don't think Bill Gates invented that quote, but I know he used it. And Bill Gates has done okay for himself, not just in business, but in finding ways to make society better. As a government, we hope to do the same thing. I'd like to thank you for inviting me here today. I am truly honored. I also want to thank Nick Scott and his team from the Social Policy Network for pulling this great event together. If this province is to move forward, we need innovators within government working together with those from private and non-profit sectors. Job creation has to be a #1 priority for all of us. And as a government, we will aggressively pursue every opportunity to create jobs. But we also have to change our spending habits. That means innovation is in how we deliver service to the people of New Brunswick. We need to find better ways to cut waste and invest in areas that are going to make our province stronger. That's why this conference is so important. It's about innovation, something our Premier and our government are fully committed to. That's why Brian Gallant, our Premier, took on the role as Minister responsible for innovation. The fact is, If we don't innovate, we will die. The chronic lack of good jobs here in New Brunswick hurts our revenue stream. That makes it extremely difficult for our civil servants to deliver the better services to families that politicians promised voters. Until now, successive governments have done the same thing over and over again while expecting a different result. And we all know that's the definition of insanity. I believe we have to change our approach. We have to innovate. We have to find new ways to create jobs. We have to find innovative ways to deliver services more effectively. We need to find innovative ways to manage our expenditures and invest more wisely. Now, I know some people are cynical when they hear a politician say those words. But I'm not betting you're among one of those to be cynical. I'm betting you're like me, an optimist who, when it comes to innovation. And you're the ones who will help us do better. I know as a government, we can't do this alone. I believe government should seek solutions from the outside. There's no reason we can't be a leader in open government, open data. It means that we're going to have to do things differently. In our platform, we had a section called Smarter Government, which again is why we're all here today. This is not a matter of rearranging the deck chairs aboard the SS New Brunswick government ship. This is about fundamentally changing our approach. We need to change our routines. We need to seize the opportunity for innovation through technology. We want to change the culture of government when it comes to technology and innovation. When there's an opportunity to improve how government works, we want to seize it. Allowing the public to work with us will help us find these opportunities. Having the Premier responsible for the innovation portfolio shows we are serious about change. But that's not all we plan to do. Our vision also includes breaking down the walls by ensuring data and best practices are shared across the government. Directing each deputy minister to identify a specific opportunity to reduce cost through the use of new technology. Introducing innovation awards, both within the civil service and from outside, for new ideas that help us to realize real savings. I also hope technology and innovation can help us improve how the legislature works for the people of New Brunswick. Some of the rules and procedures date back not just to the 20th century, but back to the 19th century. Those who have had the chance to watch the proceedings of the legislature would agree it doesn't exactly operate with the efficiency of a modern boardroom. We can do better. Innovation and better ways to share data can help us have more substantive debates on important topics that lead to real solutions and to move our province forward. If we do that, we have a better chance of engaging the people of the province, particularly young New Brunswickers who have so much to offer. A cynic might say open data sounds like a good idea, but it doesn't work in practice. Well, I'm here to tell you it can, and it does. One of the first things we did as a government was make a relatively small investment in a Fredericton firm called Hotspot. For those of you not familiar with the company, they invented an app that allows you to pay for parking remotely. Drivers like it because it helps them avoid parking tickets. And for my old job, I'd appreciate it too. But it also is good for the city of Fredericton, which has invested interest in keeping the downtown vibrant. This app is also good for downtown businesses. They don't have to worry about losing customers who have to rush out to feed the parking meters. Businesses can also use the app for advertising in-store promotions. As a province, we want a vibrant downtown cores. When business is good, that's good for the economy. It means that people are working. The app started as a 5-week pilot project within the city in 2013, and it took hold. Today, it's catching on in other places. Hotspot is now used in St. John and Charlottetown, and soon will be up and running in Halifax, Moncton, and St. John's, Newfoundland. Municipalities who have partnered with Hotspot by allowing the company to mine their data should be commended. They embrace the concept of open data, and it has led to good things for all sides. Hotspot is just a small example, but has all the elements that are of interest to our government. It's innovative, embraces new technology, creates jobs, and is good for the economy. It saves people money and provides a better service. It's an example of how, if willing to embrace change and work together, but not in silos, we can do things better. I'm here to tell you today we are ready to embrace change and work together. We are thirsty for new ideas, and we are willing to work with you. New Brunswick can't afford to keep doing the same old things over and over again. It's just not working. We want to create a provincial government that works better for all of us. Thank you, merci beaucoup, and I hope you enjoy your stay here in the city of Fredericton. Thank you very much.